Good morning. It's Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. As you can see, we've got the Easter Bunny, my daughter's Easter Bunny, to keep us all happy and cheerful. And today we're going to make something very exciting. Not really. But today we're going to make a face mask. My design. Sort of my design. 8 o'clock, not many people in. People still in bed, enjoying themselves. So I got this going to the right place. Yeah. So anyway, how is everybody's Easter going? Are all the eggs out? They've probably eaten by now, haven't they? Kids, I don't know if all the kids are up yet eating their Easter eggs. But I've got the Easter Bunny here, as you can see. And today we're going to make, live on air, a face mask. Right? And it's going to have a filter in it that you would never think would be a filter, but it is a filter. And we've all got them. Well, most of you got these in the house somewhere, or you can buy them really cheap. You can change them every day, these filters, no problem at all. So what are we going to make? Good morning, Margaret. How are you, love? What a pleasant day yet again. Easter Sunday. A lot of us would have gone to church now, and are preparing to go to church, but we can't, can we? I suppose we can watch it on telly, go through the Easter Sunday rigmarole, as I call it. A lot of Catholics would be going to church, wouldn't they? And the Pope is saying, don't panic, he said, don't panic. Right? So if you're Catholic, your boss has said, don't panic. I'm a Christian, so I don't follow that. Now then, how to make a face mask that works? Well, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a sock, right? You can always find one of them, but you can't find two, right? Happy Easter to you as well. You can always find a sock around, right? Man's sock. This was just come out of the wash. Only found one. Over there, the other one's gone, right? So you're going to need a sock. You're going to need a scissors, because you're going to cut the sock. And then we're going to need some sort of filter to stop the disease entering your lungs. Now then, what can we use as a filter? Coffee filter? Could do, very thin though. So what we're going to use as a filter to stop it going into our lungs. This is going to surprise you. A sanitary towel. Right? Why a sanitary towel? They're breathable. Right? They let air through, but they don't leave moisture through. They're one-way, like a one-way valve. Right? So if we turn it round and poke it so that the moisture coming into the face mask is stopped, it's an effective mask. It's a filter. Right? So all you're going to do is you're going to get your sock, you're going to cut it just before where it goes on the foot part, right? And then you're going to cut an inch in from the sides, and you're going to cut it down about an inch, right? And then you'll have one that looks like that, right? So it's a bit hard to see, but you'll have basically a sock that's got two little splits in it, right? And if you had looked on the internet, they make these and you just put them like that, straight over your mouth, Right? Loops around the ears like that, and that's okay if you don't do anything else, right? But there's no filter in here, and the weave in the nylon is too open, so germs can still get in. But if we use one of these, now what you got to do with these? These have been engineered, right, to work, and they do work, don't they? Women, girls, ladies, whoever they use them all the time. So what you got to do, you've got to cut these wings off. They're the first thing. They're easy to cut off. They're only thin. Don't use an old one. It'll be brand new, or you bloody die or something else. Right. So we're going to cut the wings off. Right. Get that out of the way. Then we're going to look how big our mask is. Because we don't want the wings sticking out either side, because people are going to laugh. Right, they may laugh anyway. Right, so you're going to measure it. Then you're going to cut it. Right, we'll cut the top and bottom of it, because you don't need all of it. It won't fit in the mask anyway. Fiddly. I'm doing it live though, see, right? You ought to see, right? Now, the sticky side normally goes on the bottom of the pants, doesn't it? On the knickers, right? So we want to turn it round, right? Good morning, George. We're making a mask using a sock and a sanitary towel. Unusual, but these are good filters, right? They work for women all around the world. They don't let them sweat because they are breathable, but they stop moisture. And the bugs that people are sneezing out there, they're wet. They come from the nose, right? Or if they sneeze it through the mouth, they're wet, right? So we don't want to breathe the wet in. So we've got something to stop the wet, right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to stuff this in the sock. You can change these every day, right? And the cheapest chips to buy, as we all know, they are cheap. And my daughter, I don't know about these things. Right, so you're going to put that in the middle of your face mask. And the other good thing about these, they smell quite nice when they're inside. It's a bit fiddly to get it right, right? But there we are. It's in the mask now, right? I'm just showing this backdrop. But I've got it entirely in the mask, right? So when I put the mask on, I'm now protected, right? There's no water droplets going to pass through this. I can still breathe. Right, I might get a bit hot with the glasses. Look like a robber, don't I? Right, but this will work. Right, it's better than having nothing. I mean, if we can get an N95 mask, all the better. Right? But they're hard to come by because they've been used up by the professional doctors and nurses and everybody else. So make your own. Right? I can breathe through that, no problem at all. Right? It's advisable when you're out shopping to breathe through your nose, because your nose has got little hairs that act as filters anyway. Stops you going into your lungs. So yeah, that's how to make a mask. Cheap, works. You know, they get that light down a lot. You can't feel anything. Nothing going through. But I can breathe through there, no problem at all. It smells okay, you know, because it's made with stuff that stops women smelling, so ideal. There we are. And all this start off with was a sock. Easy. The sock and the old pads, you know. I mean, if you were running short, you could use these. the bits you've cut off to go in the middle. No, it's the same, it's that material that you're looking for. It's an engineered material. Right? It's come from the washing machine, is it? You can hear. So it's a real simple way of making a mask. Cotton by itself will not work. Right? You may stop it slightly because of the wetness, right? But you're better off having a filter. And I'd shop with that on, no problem at all. Knowing full well that I'm protected. Right? And what's it cost to make? Nothing really. There we are, look, George, let's put down, if you want to go and see Chris Reardon after this, right? I don't know if he's on this morning, no, is he, George? I thought he was going to church. So that's the simple way of making a face mask. I know everybody's going to laugh, but they won't be laughing when they're in intensive care. That will stop you getting there, I think. I can't guarantee, right? Because it depends on who the person's making it and the severity of how you catch it. Because if somebody sneezed in your face, you've had it. You know, it's going to go in there. But when you go shopping once a week, if you've got to go, you need peace of mind. That'll do it. I'll be happy to wear that rather than going out and not wearing anything. Right? Because there's a good filter on that. Right? And then after you've been out shopping, all you got to do, take it out, throw it away. Ready for another one. Stick it in the wash. Right? Might have a couple of them in different socks. Stick one in the wash, put on the line, whatever you can do till dry it. Get a new one, slip it in, go out shopping once a week. Try to limit the amount you go out, because the more exposure you have, the worse it is, isn't it? It's like radiation. We can all have a little bit of it. Right? When you're on X-ray, they pass in radiation through your body. But the doctor says, oh, we can't give you too many X-rays because they know it's an ionizing radiation. Right? Yeah, it is a filter. You know, they've worked for years since they've been engineered. Nobody knows this in there. Right? And it smells nice. Right? Because some filters are charcoal, aren't they? You know? And they smell terrible. I've worn filters in industry ages. Right? We always had masks on and everything, but it didn't smell particularly good because they had activated charcoal to filter out the particles. Oh, he's falling over, he's drunk. Come on, boy, get over there. So, nobody's going to know what's in there. Right? Nobody's going to look, oh, he's got a Tampax in there, whatever it's bloody, I don't know what it's called. Is it 10 a lady or something? Or 10 or something like that. I don't know what the brand is. I don't know it. They're cheap, aren't they? Right? And the thing to do is to get one that's quite wide. Don't get a narrow one. Get a wide one because it's got to fit from there, right, down to there. Right? I'm going to shave this off now today. I've started cutting my hair, by the way. Oh. See these bits that stick out there now? They go in later on. Right? I have got a bit of a mop there. Right? Look like, but if I cut it all off, I'm going to look like Freya Tech. Look. I've receded so much, it's nearly over the back. Right? But I have started, I cut some off the sides, look. Right? You see, you can I cut some off the sides, they're not too bad. I have got a shaver thing, but I'm not going to use that because I'm going to look like one of them sheep that's just been done. Right? I don't want to have that look going out because first thing people do is laugh. I did think, right, if I do cut all this long stuff off, I'll stick it to the side of my cap, but when I put my cap on then, they'll hang in there. Won't be so bad then, will it? Yeah? So, all joking aside though, that will work. The sock and it's quite tight, and because it's got a glue on it, isn't it? You know, so the glue part goes facing outwards, not facing inwards. Okay. No, I'm not live streaming on YouTube, not till tomorrow, because I've had to reset it all up differently. It's YouTube are a pain in the backside. They changed the terms and conditions. So I wanted to read through all the terms and conditions before I streamed there, because otherwise you don't know what's happening. So that's the best thing I thought, is wait till it's all sorted with YouTube. They're going to be very busy, but Margaret, the other thing is, we'll all know how to do it ourselves. I know it won't be the right way, you know. But cutting hair like that around the back, I mean, you can't see the back, that's the problem, so it's probably like that, isn't it? Right? Hold on. Judge for yourself. As you can see, it's a bit uneven, right? I can't get it to go straight, because when you're holding a mirror and holding the scissors, trying to cut it, it's a freaking nightmare, right? The thing is, the way I look at it, men my age are lucky to have any hair at all. Most of the people who are in school when they're bald. Or receding, I'm receding, right? But I can pull it down a bit like that, right? Spread out a bit. Right? Thank you, love. I'll pay you that £5 later. Told her to say it, no. Two of my sisters were hairdressers. So, and I had a hairdressing shop in Station Road years ago called The Biz. I was going up with a girl at the time, she was a hairdresser. I thought it'd be a good idea to have a hairdressing shop. It wasn't a good idea. We lost a lot of money. So only do what you know. Because, like, I know quite a lot about hair, split ends and all that. But it's not my game, you know. It's not engineering. That's what I'm into. I was into. I'm into this now. So how to make a face mask? Well, I'll be going out tomorrow. My one weekly shop. I'll be wearing that out tomorrow. And I feel quite happy wearing it, because I think it's strong enough. Strong enough to do the job. So what is everybody doing today? Is your granddaughter down, Margaret? She there with you now? She having Easter eggs and everything? Is she helping you to cook? I expect she's still in bed, I'd guess. They're not early risers, but they stay up late, kids. I don't know what she is, but majority of people, they're in bed. Ooh, thing is, if we'd all been out last night, we'll not be getting up this time in the morning, would we? It'd be 9, 10 o'clock. Oh, yawning, stretching, cup of coffee. Oh, look at the dog. The dog's looking up. Can I have a walk? And you're looking down low. And eventually the dog would go out for a walk, if you've had a shower or whatever. And then you come back in, and then it's time for lunch. Yeah, I knew she'd be in bed, Margaret. Anyway, she'd be in bed now till about 11. And then they rise then, and what gadgets have we got? Will my tablet connect up to your internet? How fast is the internet, Grandma? Is it fast enough to YouTube and Twitch? All these questions will come out. She may have her own mobile phone that connects up to the internet, because they can't do without the internet for long, right? They start So shove it in. There we are. So easy. How to make a face mask. Very easy. Old sock or a new one. Socks are cheap. You can have a white one, can you? One of them sport socks. You know, if you get a long one, you can make 2 masks. Right? It's not going to cost you anything to make. But because there's 2 sides to it, it's an extra filter. Plus you've got one in the middle. But it's designed to be a filter. Right? That is thicker than the nurses and doctors have got. Right? But the thing with the nurses and doctors, they got a little valve on them. It's a one-way valve. They can breathe out, you know, and the rubber stops it. But what they generally say about people with beards is because the mask doesn't fit tight around the hair, and you can have an ingress of, when you're breathing in, you can breathe in dust. Freshly squeezed orange juice. It's lovely. Give me acid. Oh, terrible acid, but I do like it now and again. In certain Sainsbury's shops, if you go to Sainsbury's, they've got a machine there, and it's got oranges, and they put a bottle underneath, and then you press the button, and it squeezes the orange juice straight into the bottle. So you can see it. It's brand new orange juice, nothing added. Because you've got to be careful with orange juice, because if you read on the label, it's got added sugar. Because some of the oranges are used by different countries or companies. They're not, how can I say, they're not a Jaffa type of orange. They're not a juicy, sweet orange. They're a cheaper end orange. I'm not saying yours is cheap, Margaret, but that's how the industry works. So because it's a bit bitter, because they've had the orange juice cheaper, they put a bit of artificial sweetener in there. Right? So you've got to watch when you're buying orange juice. It's not added sugars to it. So all that will tell you is that it's not a really good tomato juice to start with, and they've got to add something in it because it's a little bit. That's the best way to do it. You can buy them fresh, and the Jaffa. Remember the Jaffa oranges? You don't see many of them anymore, do you? Remember the Jaffa? They were really easy to peel, weren't they? Get your thumbs in it, you peel it all off. There used to be a big, huge orange in there. Now they're little skingy little things. And we can't get the peel off them. And they 600 pips. I hate them when they got pips in them. Tangerines in it, Christmas time. Worst thing you can have is all in pips. The proper tangerine, there's no pips in it, or very few. But again, they're nectarine ones then. And you think, oh, are they the same? And you take them home. No, they're not the same. Same taste, but a mouthful of pips. I hate it. So have we got any Easter eggs? You cut it out. Come on, let's have the pun. Let's have the end bit, John. It's all on the floor, is it? She like you know, is she? Oof. Thing is, it's hard to get it straight on the back, you know, because you open a mirror, and then you've got to get the scissors on the back, and my scissors are crap, right? You can just about cut paper. It's like you're rubbish. Proper hairdresser scissors are designed to cut hair. Oh, they are nice job, is it, John? Oh, we are. Perhaps you've got a new vocation in life. You might see you up Station Road now, John's Hairdressers. You never know. I mean, cutting hair shouldn't be that hard with a razor thing, you know, electric razor. If you put like a number 4 on, you can go all over with a number 4, and it's not too bad. You know, you've got a bit of hair left. But number 3 or below, dodgy territory. My one's only got a number 3 on it. It's good for the sides, right? But if I went all over with that, I'd be like a sheep. One of them sheep's just been sheared, they're jumping around, all happy. If they could see themselves in the mirror, they won't be jumping around, tell you now. So, John, did you miss the mask making? Face mask. Shall I explain it again? How we make a face mask. It's not going to cost you hardly anything to make. Right. Good luck. Face mask. All you need is a sock. Right? You've got loads of socks, John, I know. Right? All you need is one sock. Right, I'll explain it again. You get a sock, and just before the heel, you cut it. Right? So then you're going to end up with that. As you see me, right? You're going to end up with that. Now then, what do you do then? Down either side on the top, if you hold it up on the top, you cut down an inch in from either side, you cut down an inch. I'll tell you what, in the interests of television, I'll do it now for you, right? So we're going to get a sock, and we're going to cut the heel, down the heel part. Even with these crappy scissors, I should just about pull it away. Right, cut the sock, right, two parts. Right, you've got the toes on the heel part there, and then you've got the part then that goes up your leg a bit. Right? Now, as you can see, when we open it out, it's got nothing in there. Right? So now, what we got to do now, we got to cut an inch in and an inch down. Right? That's all we were going down is an inch. An inch in, an inch down. I've seen this on the internet, this part, but they didn't have no filter with it. So there it is now, cut an inch in, an inch down. Right? Let's see if I can show you. We've got that. Now we've got slit, the very top. And you could wear it just like that, if you didn't have what I'm going to tell you. You could wear it just like that, right? But women use a filter. All women throughout the UK, I don't think Muslims use them. I think they just use a rag and wash it out. But most women use a filter, right? This has been cut off. It was twice as big with the bottoms on them, right? Sanitary towels they are, right? Now nobody knows it's going in there, right? So none of your friends are going to take the mickey, but this is an effective filter to stop moisture. And most people who sneeze, who've got the COVID, that comes out their nose and mouth, 100 miles an hour, and it's wet, right? Because it's coming from inside their lungs. It's a mucus, it's wet, projecting out, right? So you need to stop the wet coming into your lungs. These stop wet. They're a one-way filter, right? So when women drop their periods, it soaks up one way, but it never goes through, right? Otherwise they won't sell any, right? So it's a one way. So what we're going to do is turn it around the other way, right? So the sticky side is going towards your lungs, right? And the other side, the filter side, is going outwards, right? So you're going to poke that in there. And these are dead cheap to buy, as everybody knows. And I think we've all been bought them. So all we're going to do, we're going to stuff that inside there, right? Make sure it's cut the right size. And then, basically you're going to wrap it around your arms. Fiddly to do it the first time. Okay. Oh, the hair's getting stuck in it. Right. There we are. Got it on. But make sure we don't cut it too short like I have. I've got hair stuck in it, but it'll work now. Yeah, done. You can go shopping like that, and you won't get all the lurgy in there, because you've got an effective filter. Okay? That'll work. Steams up your glasses though. So make sure you got it long enough, right? So it's not tight. That's a little bit short, right? But this other one that I made, right? That one's tidy, right? I haven't got the exact measurements. I could get them for you for tonight. Right, that's the right size of there. Pull it down a bit. And you've got a tidy mask. Nobody knows there's a pad in there. Does it stop you getting the germs? Because it works the filter. It's better than nothing, you know. Thing is, we can't get the proper respirators. It costs a fortune. And the ones on eBay, you don't know where they're made, you know. Are they up to standard? Are they from China, who don't give a who don't give, you know, they don't care, do they? China, let's be fair. That's what they've done to us all. So, you can make that for nothing. Next to nothing. Pads are £1.29 for 12 as well. Change them every day. Chuck the pad in the bin. Put the sock in the wash. Done. Next one ready. Easy. Okay. I've been in my engineering life, when I used to work down Sinathan, we'd be changing filters all the time, and all these various filters. Right, so I know a good filter, and I know that that product is a filter. It works. Right, otherwise women wouldn't buy them. Right, look at the advertising they got behind them. They've engineered them and engineered them and engineered them to be perfect, so they keep the moisture coming through to a filter, then stops it. But it's still breathable. Because if they weren't breathable, right, if they couldn't let oxygen in and out, then women would sweat. Right, but they don't, because they are breathable. But they don't let the moisture go in and out. It stops that. Whew. Should have been a doctor, shouldn't I? So, it's a lovely day again out there. And you just see through the haze and the dust particles. It's stop dust, I will, right? So if you're doing dust, you're at the back garden, doing drilling or whatever, you need a mask. Don't get one of the paper ones, they're crap. Make your own. Easy. I think probably a white one would be better. You know, you have a white one. And if you've got the big socks, you can cut it up, can you? You can have 3 or 4 mask bodies out of a big sock. And all you're doing then is slipping over, you can check your way after. I think it's, I mean, I seen the design on the internet, somebody else doing the design, but they didn't have the filter. I thought it's a good idea to make that, you know, but it needs the filter, otherwise it's no good at all. Without the filter, the nylon is too loose. That's how you can stretch nylon, right? If you get some nylon to stretch like that, that means the weave inside is loose, right? So that's not going to stop stuff going in and out of your lungs. But stick a filter in there, stretch it over. The filter is not stretchable, right? You can't stretch that, right? But yet, it'll stop all the crap. There we are. See, Easter morning. You're all happy. Pope, if you're Catholic, he said, don't panic. Mind you, he did say it from a lead-lined building, right? With a big respirator on. Oh, don't panic, Peter. Don't panic. I know we shouldn't take the mickey, but I'm not Catholic, you don't care. The way I look at it, I don't say anything about Catholics. If that's your faith, great. But I don't need a middleman to go to God. I go direct. Right? Don't need any bloke in a white suit. Don't need that. I can go direct. Why do I need a middleman? Don't need a middleman. Don't even go to church. Don't even see the vicar. I go direct myself. Have a chat. He haven't responded though. He did. I asked him the other day, God, if you are up there, give me the lottery numbers. Didn't have one. He said, make a mask. So I did. I made a mask for him now. He's happy now. Smile there. If he's listening to me, go. So I made a mask for you, right? Keep all your brethren happy. I'll give you them numbers. So if you see me winning the lottery, you know he's passed them back to me. It's your day today, isn't it? I don't know what eggs are going to do with the Easter mind. Not sure of that. It's news agents. They love another corner shop owners. Don't they? Quick, get the eggs. Let's get the eggs. Huh? Everybody's got eggs now. Margaret thinks it's funny. It is funny, right? But if you aren't like my brother's a pastor, right? He's well into it. Today now, he'll be on Facebook somewhere. What's his thing called? I can't remember what it's called. I don't pay much attention to it. But he's got he's on Zoom with all these other people, and they're all talking about it, God and Jesus and the Father. I know they're all one and all that. I don't understand that. I'm not taking a mickey, but I just don't follow it. If I want to talk to God, I talk direct. I don't need to go to church. Right? All you got to do is believe. That's what it says in the Bible. As long as you believe in Him, right? You believe that He died on the cross and all that. Great, you're in. And the way I look at it, it's better to believe in something than nothing. Right? There's not many atheists now, right? Laying with a ventilator. There's not many atheists there. Now they're all praying like hell, and some come back, and those then don't. I don't think it's anything to do with God. It's probably just to do with your lungs and how it's your makeup is, you know. So that's the way I see it. You don't need to go to chapel, church, and all. It's nice now and again. You feel great. You know, you've had a good sing. You've emptied your pockets of all your change, and you feel great come out there. But then you've got the rest of the week. Then you feel horrible, and then Sunday comes around again. Up, you see all the rest of them. Oh, she's passed away. You get the news, don't you? Oh, but she wasn't looking very good last Sunday. She looked a bit ill. Didn't tell her though, did you? You know, she was white, pale. Oh, she passed away. Passed away in her sleep, did she? Oh, that's not so bad then. It's not so bad. She had a good innings, maybe. We're all like that. We're all talking about people. We're all on the list. You can't get away from death, unfortunately. Death and taxes. You can avoid paying taxes, apparently. I've never found out how. But death, you can't. We're all going there someday. And let me tell you something now. If you've got a belief system, right? If you believe there is a God, there is Jesus, there is whatever your belief system is, right? Muslim or anything else. If you've got a belief system and you believe that when you're going to die, you'll go to heaven, right? The very last couple of seconds of your existence on this earth, you will have that belief system kick in, right? Because your brain is set out in such a way that when we pass over, right, you will experience walking towards the light. Or the Chinese believe you can walk through the river to the chosen land or whatever. You know, that's their belief system. Our belief system as a Christian is when we die, we see a big light and we walk towards the light. And if that's installed in your head, in your brain, the belief system, right? When you pass over, that's what you'll see. Now, if there's nothing up here past that light, well, don't worry about it, you're dead, right? But then last 2 seconds, right? I think that's very important. And it gives you hope, doesn't it? You know, for that last couple of seconds on earth, it gives you hope. And that's what life's all about. It's nature. We're all going to cross that light one day. Some sooner than others. Happy, innit? Happy. So look, you've got to go make your own masks. People now are rummaging through their drawers, finding socks. Their husbands then, tomorrow, I can't find my socks. Where are they gone? Guess where? They've all been cut out. And then the women now, they'd be going to the little cupboard, wouldn't they? In the toilet, looking for their pads and all that. The men have had them, and they've made masks. Oh my gosh. So try and tell your other half what you're doing. Convey that you're making a mask or you're doing something, because otherwise the men are going to miss their socks, and the women are going to miss their supplies of, you know what. There we are. I hope I've given you all some thought today. 41 minutes of rambling and a demonstration on how to make a mask. Cheap, simple. Right, you've got to make that bit in the middle long enough though to go over. Right, because if we don't, it's very tight. So you'll have to have a bit of an experimentation. Right, but I'm happy to wear that out there now with that filter on. I'd be happy to do it. Because it's cutting down the risk of getting anything. So I don't want to go on about it, but it is important. We stop the infection getting in there. The bugs. Yeah, so I hope that helps everyone. I'm going off now. I've got apple strudel. I haven't made it myself. Right? But I've got apple strudel and I'm going to have some ice cream. So I'll put the apple strudel now. There's two little ones in the oven. Right? I don't know how long they've got to go in. Not very long. I suppose it's puff pastry in it. Apple strudel. So I'll put them in now. It's a bit early yet. But I'll take them out of the freezer, leave them defrost a bit, right? And that's the leading up then, innit? You're getting excited. You put them in the baking tray. Oh, here's a tip now. Last night, I had a pizza, right? You know the ones that come in the box, you know, cellophane wrapped. So I thought, right, I'll put that now in the oven, but I don't want it to stick to the bottom plate. So I put foil in there and I put the pizza on the foil, right? So that'll be tidier. I don't want crumbs and all that. So waited the 11 minutes or whatever it was in the oven, right? Took it out, couldn't get the bleeding pizza off the foil. It was the last pizza I had. I got other food, but it was the last pizza. So the foil now stuck to the bottom of the pizza. Well, I scraped the top off, you know, so just left a very thin base stuck to the foil. But the rest of it I ate. I had a sandwich. I scraped the top of the pizza off. Got a bit of bread and butter, stuck it in the bread and butter. I ate it. It's similar sort of taste, you know, because the base is only bread, isn't it? So there's always ways around things. You can do things, but don't put foil and a pizza on top of foil again, because it don't work. So let's get back to this exciting story now about the apple strudel. Right? We love apple strudel, don't we, all of us? Take it out to the freezer now, leave it settle a bit so it defrosts in it, right? Put it in the baking tray, but not on foil, because if that sticks, I'll be tamping. But Marcus, give me buy a pizza plate. I could do, yeah. But I don't want to go out shopping. I go out for one thing, come back with 4 other things, and forget the one thing I forgot to get. I'm useless at shopping. Absolutely useless. My eyes, they sort of wander. I always come back with nothing that I wanted originally, and the very thing I wanted, forgot even to ask about it. Useless. Anyway, apple strudel. Let's get back to that, Margaret. Right? I'm looking forward to it. Put that on the baking tray in. When it comes out then, make sure it isn't burnt on the bottom, innit? When the apple strudel comes out. Don't bite into it straight away. right? Because that apple is like bubbling, like molten, right? I will tell you a story about a friend of mine. Well, you can cook it from frozen, can you? Oh, I haven't done that. See, I'm not very good at cooking, right? I can't be bothered to read the back. All I look for, right, is the minutes, how long it takes, microwave or oven. 350 in the oven, 11 minutes in the microwave, full. That's my cooking skills is about that. I don't know about this cooking from frozen business. I can't do it, Mark. I gotta wait. I gotta leave it set. Thing is, when it's outside, I leave it outside on the plate, right? Tastes better. I don't know. Thing is, right, the way I do it, I leave it in the kitchen, but I am now, right? With a little bit of a covering on it, so there's no flies get at it or anything in it. If it's got a fly coming in, or a wasp or whatever. And then I pass it a couple of times as I'm going to have a cup of coffee, just looking at it, you know, thinking, oh, that's going to be delicious later on, right? Take it out now, but by about 12, it'll be ready to go in the oven, right? Put it in the oven then for its designated time, right? Lay out the table ready, right? Then get a big lump of ice cream then ready, right? Put the ice cream on top and leave it settle and melt a little bit into the apple strudel to cool it off mainly, because it's like burning bloody tongue off, right? Mate of mine, let me tell you about that. You might have heard this story, but it's so funny. We'd gone to Iceland, food's not the place. We bought some donuts. He wanted donuts. I didn't want them, but he wanted these donuts. So we went back to my house. He said, oh, they rocked solid, he said, rocked hard. So it probably does say cut from frozen, but I can't be bothered. I got to stick to the way I do it, Mark. I got to stick to the way I know what to do. Otherwise, if I go outside them boundaries and bugger, you know, I got to do it my way, or the highway. Anyway, this bloke now, friend of mine, he may be listening. I doubt if he's up yet, though. He wanted donuts, jam donuts. So we had them from Iceland, right? And they rocked hard. She said, oh, you need to put these in the microwave. All right, so how many do you want? You wanted 2. So put them on a plate, put them in the microwave. Didn't know how long. Seemed like 10 minutes to do it. 10 minutes, a bit too long. So they were nice and cool on the outside, right? But what we didn't know, and what he didn't know, was the jam inside was red hot, bubbling. We didn't know until he bit into them. Well, we got the garden. It was a lovely sunny day. We had chairs out there, chilling out. This plastic table, you know how it is, and we've got them recliner chairs. There he is now. He gets his first donut, bites into it, kicks the table up in the air, jumps up out of his seat, and starts running around the garden. Ooh, 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 because he couldn't spit it out. It had burnt to his inside of his mouth and burnt his tongue, right? But it was so funny, right? He's running around the garden, right? I said, what the hell's the matter with you? Kick the tea, everything everywhere, you know? Coffee. I thought there's something bloody wrong with you, is it? Go down. Oh! So he managed to get it out. I looked in his mouth. It burnt his tongue. So we had to go in A&E then, didn't I? In Leith at the time. Well, all the nurses were laughing, they were crying, laughing, me explaining it, how did he burn his mouth. So you have to have some sort of milky stuff then to put it inside his mouth. It took a couple of days, but the tongue heals up really quick, right? But it took a couple of days before he could eat anything. So he was having soup through a straw. But it was funny. Oh, it was really funny. Running around like an header around the garden, but he kicked everything over. Should have seen his eyes. So whatever you do, don't microwave jam donuts, because the jam inside is red hot, as he found out. It was really funny. But he won't do it again. I don't know. You can ask him if he ever comes on here. He comes on here. It's normally late, always late when he comes on here. You can ask him about it. Or I'll ask him on here and see what he says about it. Because he burnt his mouth. Oh, good God. Anyway, I'm going now to prepare my apple strudel for the event of eating that. I'll have a look at the back of the box, marker. Right, but I usually do it my way. I'm set to my ways now how to do it, you know. I've got a certain process, and then when I get to the end, it tastes delicious. And the ice cream then cools down the molten apple. Right? But the ice cream I bought, I bought rubbish ice cream. That's what I mean. I shouldn't have bought. I went to Philco, and they had co-op ice cream there. Right? But have you tried that carved dough? That's disgusting as well. Stable dough, they should have called it. Looks lovely, right? It looks lovely, tasteless. It's horrible. Right? Yeah, have a nice day, John. Enjoy yourself. Everybody have a nice day. Enjoy your Easter eggs. Don't let the kids have too many because there won't be enough for you, obviously. If you're going to have apple strudel, enjoy your apple strudel. If you're going to have cake, enjoy your cake. And don't forget, he's watching. Allegedly.